In our investigation, the background tells us that exercising has benefits that we know well. However, it is unknown if physical activity, in addition to enjoying health, provide us with some skills that we do not have knowledge about. So the objective of our study was to determine if physical activities give us skills such as coordination, flexibility, and resistance. With this data, we had this question. Do people who perform physical activity, in addition to having a physical condition, also develop other skills of coordination among others, which are useful for daily life? The research was conducted in a school context within the Tech Millennium University. The research question is answered through an experiment based on ping pong and other tools used during the investigation. To carry out our research on our approach, we had to do an exhaustive data collection of teenagers of our age range to investigate and formulate conclusions about their lifestyle, sport habits, and thus be able to standardize the generation of Tech Milenio Campus Querétaro. We started this investigation because previously we had noticed skills in some of our classmates who usually practice sports. This made us question if there has a pattern that we notice in them based on their research and series of tests. We want to show that there is a relationship between mentioned factors. This is an important matter of luck since Mexico is one of the top 5 countries with the most higher percentage of people who suffer obesity in the world. It is a topic that we want to focus on it and help our community, in this case our classmates and people in our school, to change those bad habits. Another purpose is to let the reader know that exercise not only gives you a good physical form, also gives you better psychomotor skills. Concluding all of the facts seen, they result in a competence between teenagers in the realization of a sportive activity. It isn't at all related in how much does one of the subjects exercise more than the other, since this will depend also in the muscle elasticity, their nervous tension in the moment, the capacity to react, or how the subjects are concentrated, and also in the heritage, because sometimes people are not actually good at making some sports since their heritage isn't capable to make them good. Concluding, their hours of training and exercise will increase their opportunity to win the competition. But there are also external and independent aspects that the subject can control and could play in his or her advantage or not. Our hypothesis says that people who exercise regularly not only have more physical condition, they also develop different skills, including coordination and other abilities that help us in daily life. The research objective from our study is to know the relation between the physical daily activity with the coordination of the people, to show how exercise benefits not only related to your health, also related with the brain development in physical activities and in the ways to improve the physical aptitudes of the subjects. We want to know if physical daily activity has an influence in the psychomotor ability or coordination in the subject, if it develops a better coordination, or if it hasn't any relation and it depends on other aspects like heritage or the ability the subject has or develops around his or her life. Our research variables are the age, their parents' salary, the amenities and appliances inside their home of the subject, the frequency in which the subject exercise, the velocity and coordination they have, the knowledge they have about exercising and its benefits, and the subject lifestyle. In our research object was to find the unknown advantage of exercising, such as knowing if there is related to other skills such as coordination, resistance, among others. The research subject and population were the coordination and other abilities of Tech Millennium students. In our procedure, first we need to know how was our population, investigate the subject that will be studied, their socioeconomic lifestyle, then notice the social class of our sample, which was medium social class. We studied how does they live, which facilities and appliances they come with, their salary, and how the percentage use of that salary for education. After knowing our sample population, we studied what was our principal terms, exercise and coordination, their relationship and advantage, and then conclude about if our hypothesis was correct or not. In the meantime of getting and analyzing those obtained results, while we were interpreting them, we used some methods that will let us know real-life facts. This means observing facts by making physical proofs and surveys that could let us know how was our population, and if the hypothesis were made was correct by making these experiments. Research instruments collect data, surveys, and physical proofs like ping pong matches between people who exercise frequently and who not, and observations. Our main results in carrying out this research, we conduct a series of surveys to gain more knowledge about the millennial students of our generation and obtain information about their habits in terms of physical activity they perform. Throughout questions related to the sports they practice, how often do they practice them and if they are high impact or medium, which allowed us to obtain quantitative results showing answers that show that 74% of the students of our generation are physical active out of the total of 181 people that we surveyed. We also added questions about the skills that this group of the population has on flexibility, resistance, and coordination. And we could see in our graphs that 70% have good coordination and only 30% do not have it. 55% run fast, 67% do not get upset when climbing the stairs, and 33% get very tired when climbing them. And only 43% can reach their feet with their hands, while 57% can do it. Gathering the information that we obtained in our surveys, the evaluation that we made through ping pong, and the previous research that we carried out, we will reach the conclusion that our initial hypothesis was correct. The people who exercise regularly not only have more physical condition, they also develop different skills, which include coordination and other abilities that are useful in daily life. A way in which knowledge can be applied is through demonstrate to people more advantage of doing physical activity, and with this to promote exercise, this will help in specific to our country due to the obesity rates that we have, and if we get more knowledge of this subject, also the way to apply it will be the file of health. Of course, there may be detractors, people who think that research is not useful enough because the results are not useful to everyone. Only those who find it beneficial to change their lifestyle and perform more physical activity because they know there are greater benefits. Another opinion could be that some says that these issues are independent factors since they vary in each organism. We have future improvement actions. Some of them will be to measure your physical abilities and compare your BMI to see if it has any repercussion, analyze if people who demonstrate physical abilities have a better performance in all sports, find more methods of convincing people to lead a healthy lifestyle, and think in which situation of daily life these physical abilities are reflected.